Hello everyone, my name is MrNJersey and welcome to my channel. In this video we are back with the next episode of the survival series here in Stormworks version 1. I hope all of you have had a good Christmas and looking forward to the new year, but in this episode we are going to be working on finishing off the boat with some small little details up in the bridge. We're going to be heading off and doing some missions, see how well the boat actually handles the rough seas of Stormworks. But before we get started, if you are enjoying my videos, don't forget that like and subscribe button, and while you're watching, let me know your thoughts in the comments below and what else you'd like to see in my future videos. So with that all said, let's get straight into it and get started with this episode. So we are back with the next episode of the survival series. Now we've gotten really far with this boat and I think we're almost about ready to go and take this out for its first mission. I just want to do a few small modifications before we do that. I want to add some of the rope anchors along the deck, just obviously in case of boarding other ships and other things like that. And then I also want to go up into the bridge. I want to add in the radios. I also want to add just a couple information screens just to see like the depth of the boat, the speed of the boat, and a few other small things. So let's jump straight into it and let's get started, and then hopefully we can actually head out and do our first mission. I don't think, actually there's a mission just over here. So let's get started. So the first thing I want to get done is I want to get a emergency beacon system inside the boat. Obviously a lot of missions here in Korea require you to use a beacon locator. So I know that AK Original has a really cool one on the workshop. I've used it already for I think my sailboat. So we're going to use that again. It's a really cool one. It's just a 1x1 screen. You don't need anything else. So we're going to go and find it. So I've just kind of found it, so we're going to paste it in and we're just going to go and take the logic from it. That's pretty much all we need. The rest of the stuff we're going to add in ourselves, so we can just delete everything else that's on that. Once we've got that in, we can go and place it somewhere within our creation. So I've got this empty area here in the hull. We need a screen. I think I've got some extra screens. Yeah, so I have some extra screens over here, so I'll use one of those, I think. Maybe, yeah, so we'll use one of those. We need a beacon, of course, so a beacon locator. So let's go and put one over there. So let's go and find beacon. Perfect. We're going to go with grey color. Stick it over there, and then we'll also need one of our own beacons. So we're going to put that little beacon just over there. We could even paint it white if we wanted to. Cool. So we've got that, We're obviously going to need some electricity, so we're going to go bridge. Perfect. Go to the beacon, make sure the screen's got power, and make sure the actual emergency beacon has power. Turning on everything. Well, we're going to turn the screen on using the player detector. And now we can just connect the logic from his microcontroller. Great, so that takes care of the beacon locator system. Was one very important thing that we needed. Along with that, we can add some extra information up here. So I was thinking of adding maybe a radio over here, another radio over here, and just pretty much filling out this area. So we're going to delete that off, and we're going to delete those off. So I'm going to get a clock. That's the first thing I want inside the creation. Just once again, you don't have to have it, but it's nice to have it there. Okay, so we're going to have a clock. We're also going to go and get a speaker for the two radios. So speaker and speaker. We're going to microphone. Microphone and microphone. And then we're going to get a 1x1 screen, I think. That's going to be to display the radio. And then over here, I was just thinking to just like information screens. Just over there, maybe even another one there, but for now we'll just stick with two information screens. I have the 1x1 ones we're going to use, and I also have 1x1 radio screens that we're going to use. Let's go through, let's see if we need to configure any of this. So 1 is going to be speed, 2 is going to be depth, and then 3 is going to be temp, and 4 is NA at the moment. Okay, not available. Cool. And we're just going to copy that and put that there. So speed, depth, and temp. Perfect. We also need to connect the temperature. So we're going to go from here into value number 3, and then we're just going to configure the speed. So I'm just actually going to just use a function block, and that way we can convert the speed from meters per second into knots, which I want to measure in as knots. So conversions, x times 1.943 844. Perfect. And then pretty much instead of going directly into our controller, we're going to go into the function block, and then from the function block into value number 1 and value number 1. Okay, so that's converting meters per second into knots, which is what we wanted to do. Cool. So we have temperature, we have the depth, and we also have our speed, and that's going to go to those panels at the top. Cool. One other thing that I'm just thinking about now, because this ship is a big ship and we probably are going to be out at sea, we probably do need a room that has a bed in it. So I'm going to go and just add a bedroom in this creation for now. I just want to fix this painting that I had an issue with from the last episode. Cool. So let's go in here. Let's do maybe a different color for the room. So we could go with maybe like a bluish color for the surrounding wall. Could be an option. Yeah, we could do that. Cool. Just give it a little bit of different color inside here. And this can be our actual cabin crew. Cool. So beds, we could in theory actually get probably about 2 or 3 beds in here. Just thinking about it now. So let's go with a grayish color. And we're going to go and do, let's say, a bed over there and maybe a bed over there. Let's see how those fit in. So bed. It's a regular bed. So that one will fit, and then this one will fit too. Cool. So that actually does fit, so I don't have to really worry too much about that. Let's go and delete that block there, and maybe fill this in and fill this in. We could fill this area in here with something, just to make it look pretty cool, but we've got 2 beds, which is what I wanted to do. We could even add a little more detailing in here by deleting that and just taking like a wedge block underneath and doing something like that. Just add a little bit of detailing. Cool. So that's 2 beds. We can give it a different color also if we wanted to. Maybe not that, maybe light blue. Yeah, sure, why not? A light blue color. We've got a light in here. We could add maybe like a little bit of a locker here. We could add some things on the walls too, just to give it some more detailing. But I think for now, I think we'll be fine. We have all the basics that we need. Cool. So we have the bed, we have the boarding room, we've got firefighting, we've got medical, we've got beacon locator. The last thing I need to do before we can actually head out on the mission is I want to put the anchors along the actual deck. Oh, and I also want to add some equipment for repairing and things like that. That might be quite useful. Okay, so let's go, and I'm just going to switch color here and then grab a rope anchor. So let's go and put symmetry mode on. We're going to go and put rope anchor there, maybe another one over there. And let's go and put another one there, another one over there. And we're just going to go through the creation and just stick a few of them along the floor here. So you never know when you need these. Let's just go back. I want to delete that one. Cool. We're going to go over here, delete that, put that one there, and that should be fine. So we've got one and a few along there. We can even add some here just in case. And we can just make sure we paint that. Okay, so we've got the rope anchors all along the deck just in case of any reason that we need to actually go and tow anything or go up against anything where we need to go and connect ourselves. Let's put another one over here. We can delete this one off. Cool. Okay, so we've got a few of those, and the last thing is like welding torches and things. I haven't put any of them in, so I want to go and put that in now. I'm thinking a great place to put them would probably be somewhere at the back of the deck, so somewhere here. So we're probably going to go with like a light grayish color. Go with something like that, and then let's get some underwater ones too. And let's go with that. Ideally, I would also probably want to add some. I'd probably also want to add some clothing and some heaters in this creation, but I know I'm not going up to the Arctic yet, so I don't want to add that stuff in just yet. But it is something I would like to do in the future. But I think we've got everything we need for our first mission. I think that looks, yeah, that looks okay. Yeah, that's fine for now. We can always change it if we wanted to. Give it a different color. Might even just change the legs there. Cool. Great, so we've got that. Oh, one thing I don't have is any refueling. That is slightly concerning that we don't have anything for refueling. Okay, so if we don't, then what I can do, let's get symmetry mode on again, and we're going to do up there. Yeah, this will be fine. So what I'm doing is I'm actually creating kind of like this barrier around where I'm going to be doing the refueling, just in case, I don't know, something bumps up against it. You'll see what this is going to look like in a few seconds. So I'm just doing this, and we're going to go and grab the black. We're going to skip, and we're going to do like that. Skip, there we go. Skip, there we go. Grab a yellowish color. We're going to do that. And then in between there is where we're then going to go and put the actual refueling. So we're going to paint this all in yellow, possibly, without me painting everything else. Black. Yeah, we could paint it, or we could even paint it red. Yeah, let's go with a dark red color. Cool. Actually, we could go with that that reddish maroon color that we had earlier. It makes it look a little bit worn. Cool. And that's where we're going to have our refueling. So this would theoretically go down and then literally across and then down into our fuel tanks. So let's go and do that now. So you can imagine that we're going to have a pipe. Let's do a red color now for this. So we're going to have a pipe that comes up, maybe goes across and then goes like that. And then we can get an anchor like so. And then for detailing purposes, what you can do is you can create some extra pipes along here. So you can do something like this, and then you could add all kinds of things. You can add like a valve if you want to. Once again, it's completely up to you on how you want to detail this and make it look cool. But there's so many different options. I'm not going to actually do any of that just yet. I'm happy with what we have at the moment. You can see like we could add this, just make it look a little bit different, then bring this across and down, etc. Literally just flesh all this out. You could add a pump here to make it look even cooler. So for example, we could grab a tank and add like 2 tanks here, just to detail it and give it a little bit of, just a little bit of body there. So I'm pretty happy with that. So that's our refueling. We just need to obviously connect the piping for that. So that's going to go down through, let's see, delete all this out, and it's going to go down. Is that the fuel tank? It is. Perfect. So we can go there, and we're going to go, I'll fix the pipes at the top in a few seconds, and we're going to go down like so, all the way down into there, and we're just going to go and put a fluid port at the end of that. Cool. And that's done it on both sides. Delete that, put that back, and go and get some enclosed pipes. So straight enclosed. Do the corner pieces first. So we're going to go with that. Oops. That, and then like that, and we're going to get a straight piece. Cool. And while we're here, we can paint it and paint that. Grab that, go inside here. That's all sealed up, so I'm not really too worried about any of this. You're not going to see any of that, so cool. So that takes care of that. We could also even add maybe a gauge here, so we can see how much fuel we have in the inside the tanks. I'm pretty happy to run down and check it for now. Obviously, we do have the gauge down here, so I'm not really too worried about that. Cool. So we have refueling on both sides of the tanks, just in case. We could do a crossfeed if we really wanted to. I think we're ready to go out and do our first mission using the new boat, which is fun, but at the same time a little bit scary. I want to do a little bit of painting in the bridge, so I'm just going to grab this here reddish color. We're just going to do just a little bit of painting here, just to give it just a little bit of a different look. Cool, we can paint all this underneath too. Cool, I don't know, we seem to have got a block there we need to fill out. There we go, cool. So a little bit of painting in there. We could add some more detailing if we wanted to later on. Cool, let's go and do our, actually we need to check to see if any of this is working. So let's go and spawn this in. Let's do one final quick check on the boat. Refueling looks good. We got all our equipment there. We've got our room in here, which is our boarding room. In here we have got some beds for people. We got outside. Let's go up to the bridge. We're in the bridge. Let's get the electrical on for all the rooms. Everything cool. We got, okay, so you can see I need to put that screen back on because it's inverted, but the speed is fine. Let's go and check depth, temperature. That was all fine too. Radios look like they're probably going to work. None of this is connected at the moment, so we're just going to flip that one screen. So you can do that by, you can either place a new one down, or you can do this, cut it, click on I, and then put it down again. That should, in theory, have gone and done it. Let's just go and double check. Electricity, and there we go. Cool. Pretty happy so far. So do we have any missions? We do. The boat has got an emergency, so we're going to set a waypoint. We're going to come turn our engines on. We're going to go and put a waypoint in and increase that. Yep, so I've run out of money, which is an issue. So what actually cost us so much money all of a sudden? We didn't really add. I'm guessing there's probably these screens and things. I guess we can get rid of that radar, big chunk of money, and get rid of that. That should be fine. Let's go and spawn it in. Let's see how much fuel. We can always just refuel it here. See how much fuel we have now in the fuel tanks. Turn that on. Turn that on. Okay, we've got about 40% of fuel, so that's actually pretty fine. Just for sake of it, I'm just going to refuel a little bit before we go out and do this mission. So I've already got a hose. We're going to connect that. We're going to get, that's fine, hose out. Cool. Should be able to jump on my creation, go over here and connect it. Cool, so you can see the fuel is going in, which is great. So what we can do is, I definitely think I might add some type of like cross-feed system, so we can cross-feed the fuel. Because that's got, you can see this one's filling up now. It's only got 1,500 liters, whereas the other one has got 4,000. Okay, so let's fill this one to about 4,000. Doesn't take long, to be honest. So we're about 2.5. We've got a waypoint ready to go, so we can do that soon. Get this to, get it up to about 25% plus minus. And then we can head off, because I don't think we'll use that much fuel for our first mission, to be honest. I also need to keep an eye on the generators, because I haven't connected those generators. Cool. I'm going to disconnect the fuel now. We don't need any more. So close the door. Let's go and take this hose. Cool. And there we go. Great. So let's go up now into the bridge. Let's go and get the engine started. Fuel is much better now. Let's go and put our waypoint in. Let's go and activate that. We're going to get, oops, turn it off, turn it off. We're going to get navigation on. Let's just manually take it out of the dock here. Oops, come on. There we go. And then we're just going to do a little bit of a loop around. I forgot that we're facing this direction. We need to go in a completely opposite direction. This boat doesn't know that there is a dock here. So, cool. So we've got speed, depth, that's perfect. Radios are all set up. We may put this on frequency 2 just in case. And let's go and throw the autopilot system on. Cool. So that's now heading to our destination, which is perfect. You can see destination is just over there. Looks like we've got about 4,000 meters till we get there. ETA about 400 seconds. I'm going to keep an eye on these batteries. I think we'll have more than enough power, to be honest. Cool, we don't have any of the lights running except our navigation lights, which is great. Cool, so we're gonna head out. I don't think there's a beacon, is there? Let me just check. No, there is no beacon for this mission. It's just somewhere out there. Cool, so I will meet you guys back when we are just getting up and close to this mission. So we're just driving along now and we spotted a Christmas present in the water, obviously because we're in holiday season. So what I'm going to do, I'm just going to turn our waypoint off and we're just going to go and head off in that direction. We're going to stop the boat just over there and yeah, grab that present because it's free money at the end of the day. So let's go and just drive straight up next to it. Should be just over here. Where is it gone? Did I drive over it? There it is there. Let's just get our throttle down. Our engine doesn't overheat and we don't burn through too much fuel. I'm gonna go and swim out to it. I don't think there's any sharks or anything around here, so we should be fine. Cool, so that was a nice 6,000. Happy with that. Free money, that's like half a mission. So let's get back on our boat and we're going to carry on going for our next location to go and finish this mission. The boat is really starting to come together quite nicely. Cool, let's get that up. Let's go and throw that on. Let's get that going. Cool. So we need to keep an eye out for these people and this emergency that's taking place because it's in somewhere within this grid here. And if you look at the map, so we're already in the grid, so it's somewhere around us right now. So we really just need to keep an eye out for it on the horizon. It should theoretically be somewhere close, but I could be wrong. Just says a boat has an emergency. It's so nice having this big boat for missions because we're above the waterline. We can actually see things. Instead of with a smaller boat, you're at the same level as the waterline. It's really hard to spot things. You guys probably saw from a few episodes. So, don't see anything there at the island. Still don't see anything. We should be coming up to our waypoint any second now. So if there is nothing at the waypoints, yeah, we're coming up to it. So what I'm probably going to do is set a waypoint for there. So a second waypoint. And then probably one up there too. And we'll kind of just do a loop around this location. So you can see it how it's plotting its course there. And then we'll head back down over there. We'll just do a nice little search grid. Hopefully we'll be able to find these guys and their boat. So you can see we've got 6 waypoints now. So we're just going to go and follow that nice triangle zone. Okay, there's the boat right there. So ignore all that. Let's clear those waypoints, turn the navigation system off. Let's go forwards and we're going to head towards that boat. So it looks like there is a fire. Yeah, so it definitely looks like there's a fire on board. So we'll keep on going towards there. I'll meet you guys back when we're getting a little bit closer to it. Alright, so we're just coming up to it now. I've already got a firefighting equipment on, so I don't have to equip anything. Did this mission just expire as we got here? That sucks. Well, this mission expired, so yeah, I guess we're just gonna leave them to burn. Because there's not much else point of being out here. Turn the engines off, turn our electricity off, and we are going to go and sleep until we get another mission. Seems that really sucks that that just expired as we got here. I'm going to turn that off. Cool, so let's go and sleep. Hopefully we get a mission soon. Rescue 2 casualties. Let's sleep until it becomes daytime a bit. And let's wake up. Cool. So where is this mission? Let's get out the bed. Of course, it's right next to our base. So let's set a waypoint. Let's go up back to where we were. We're gonna climb up the ladder here, go up to the bridge, get all our systems back up and running. So get that on, that on, that on, that on. Let's get a new waypoint in. Let's get engines on, throttle up, turn that on. Let's get going here. So sorry boat that we just left to burn, but yeah, that mission's expired, so we're not going to do that. That's the only issue with with a larger boat here in like in a career mode is that your missions sometimes will expire, especially like what we're doing. We're sleeping until it becomes daytime. So if you don't mind doing missions at nighttime, I don't think you'll have too much of an issue. But if you prefer doing things at daytime, then a faster boat would probably suit you in comparison to what we are doing here, where we have a much quicker or larger boat, but a little bit slower. We've got all the spotlights on, why not? Let's go third person then. Let's see what the boat looks like. But it's starting to look really cool. See all the exhaust coming out the back. Really is a lot there. Cool. Okay, let's go back in. Snow does make your game lag ever so slightly. Not that much. It's not a big issue for me, but just be aware that it can do for you. Let's get all these lights off. We'll try and decrease that. Gonna close these doors. So there's our base, and apparently the mission is right next to the base. Rescue 2 casualties east of the harbor to a hospital. So we're literally just gonna go and pick them up there and then drop them off to the hospital. Cool, so I'll wait for we get a little bit closer and then I'll meet you guys when we are there. Alright, so we are just coming up to the boat here. So we just have to rescue some people as far as I remember from the mission. So this says rescue 2 casualties. So we're just going to come up to this boat. We're going to start, actually get our systems off here. Get our RPS down. Just bring the boat nice and close. So I think over there should be fine. We probably are just going to touch that boat, which is okay. Let's go and just get some medical equipment just in case we need it. Probably don't need the rope or the hose that I have on. I'm going to go over defib just in case I need that too. Where is the boat? So it's just over here. There is some tie-down points. Now, one thing I have forgotten to do is get a rope on this boat. So I'm actually going to grab that hose again, and I can't even use the hose. Okay, so that's one thing we need to do is we need to get some rope onto our boat because I haven't added any yet. Let's go and get these casualties wherever they are on this boat. There's no one up here. Is there anyone on the deck? There's one in his Christmas outfit. Great. Celebrating too much but not looking after his boat. Let's go straight into the boarding room and let's get him over there. He's at full health, so I don't need to do anything else. So nice to have such a big boat that doesn't always rock around and go everywhere like the small little boat that we had did. Let's go down into the engine room. Hopefully this person is around here somewhere. I don't see them, so I'm starting to get worried that they might be out in the water. So yeah, it looks like they are somewhere out in the water now because they're not in the bridge. They're not in the front of the vessel, so they must have fallen in the water just like I did right this second. So let's go and get back on my boat. Let's see if we can climb up to the top and see if we can find the second person. It should be somewhere close. How far could they have gone? I didn't see any dead people inside either. Not dead, but people that were unconscious. Didn't see anyone. Let's do one last little look here. Maybe there was someone on the ground that I didn't see. But no, there's no one in here. There is no one at the back. Yeah, I can't see anyone. I didn't see anyone down here. No, there isn't anyone down here. Okay, let's jump in the water for a few seconds. Let's see if we can find anyone in the water. Yep, there we go. Right next to the flare. Let's go up before we start losing health. Let's go and grab this person. Come with me. You can actually see with the flare, you can see underneath our boat, which is pretty cool. Let's go and climb up our boats. There we go. This head bobbing is not the funnest in survival or career mode. Okay, so we're going to get this person. Let's put him over here. Let's use the defib. Some medical equipment for you, sir or ma'am. Let's close this hatch. Definitely need to remember to put some rope on our boat. Let's head off. So throttle up. And we're going to head off to the island, the medical. So we're going to set a waypoint there. Let's put that on. And let's set the next waypoint for the hospital. So we're going to come into the hospital just over there. Great. Cool. So we're heading there. It's probably going to take us about, what? Shouldn't take us that long, to be honest, to get there. Cool. So we're going to get there, and then I'll meet you guys back when we're just coming up to the hospital island. Okay, so we're just coming up to the hospital island. We're probably going to come into the dock here just on the left, and then deboard onto the actual pier and then go up. The boat is big enough so we don't really have to worry too much about the waves hitting us around and obviously doing the same thing what happened to our old boat where we got absolutely smacked by the waves here. We could even just dock somewhere around here and use the anchors in the front of the boat to connect ourselves, so I'm probably actually going to do that. So let's just bring it, yeah, bring our throttle down, clutch down, and let's just bring the boat to about there. We're going to get all the systems off. Cool. So let's just grab this person, put this person there, grab this person. Can you go there? Okay. That one's following me, so they should follow me all the way out. Cool, and I've got the other one in my arms. Should be able to jump up here, get up the ladder, see if this person is gonna... Where is this other person? You jump off, or where did you go? There you are there. Okay, cool. So let's get these people up. I am also a little bit worried about fuel in my boat. We've got about 5% of fuel left, which I don't know if that's going to be enough to get back to our main base. So I might just have to bring it into the starter base there, refuel it, and then head off back to the main base. There is another mission there we need to do, but as I said, I think I need to worry about fuel first. So that's extra 4,000 we just got for that mission. We probably spent that much on fuel, to be fair. We need to get some big reward missions now. So let's head up back up. We're going to throw the boats into reverse, and we're going to try and get out of here. So let's get systems on, throttle up, put in reverse. Okay. I think it's very powerful in reverse. So yeah, we've got about 5% of fuel, which I think means we kind of need to go and refuel over there. So let's go and put it out of reverse. Cool, let's go forwards a bit. We're about 5%, 4% now. So yeah, we definitely need to go and do a little bit of refueling quickly before we can actually go and do that mission. But that's really nice that we got a mission so close. Yeah, so you can see there's a flare there, and it looks like there's some people in the water. Possibly. Let's just go and double check here. Transponder signal, well, they're right there. Let's just go back to base here. Let's get a little bit of fuel on this boat. Hopefully now, because we've done these, we'll do these 2 missions, plus we'll head back to base, plus we found that presence in the water, we should have enough money to refuel the tanks fully, because obviously we were quite low with the fuel when we first set off. So hopefully that should give us enough money. Otherwise, we can also increase the size of the fuel tanks that we have. Yes, I'm going to come rescue you guys. I just need to get fuel first. 3% fuel. We should make it. Should. Should being the key word here. I also think I need to have a reserve tank of fuel maybe somewhere at the back here, so that we can refuel our main tanks when we have a situation like this where we just need a little bit more fuel to get through a mission. I don't think I'm going to be able to fit this boat inside there, but we should get close enough that we should be able to just connect the fuel. Let's just go in here. I'm going to start getting my throttle down. Throttle down a little more. A little closer. Just don't know how close I can get here. I think that's probably going to be as close as I can get. Cool, let's get the engines off. Throttle down. Electricity, we might as well turn the electricity off. And let's head off and let's see if we can get the fuel tank or the hose at least to reach from there to there. It should reach. So let's go up. Worst case scenario is we just go into the workbench, we build a little bit of a fuel tank, and we put it on the back of our boat. That's the worst case scenario. Let's do pumps on, winch out. You can only actually use the winch once you're connected to something. So there we go. So that should be refueling now. Let's just check the, yep, you can see that it's working. Let's go downstairs and let's just have a look at our fuel. How many liters? I think we got about 16,000 liters worth of fuel there. So, okay, so nothing's actually, it's not fueling up. It's not filling up. So why isn't it filling up? Is this, did I turn the switch off? Maybe I turned the switch off. Maybe I had it on already. Oh, let's go and check. Yeah, there we go. Yeah, so we got about 15,000 liters of fuel, so I'm probably going to put about, okay, reverse flow off. There we go. Don't know why they reversed. Maybe I switched them earlier on. So yeah, we're going to do about 7,000 liters in each fuel tank. It's going to take a minute or two to do that. And then yeah, so I'm going to get that done. And then I'll meet you guys back once we've done the refueling. Hopefully we still have that mission that we can go and do. But obviously we'll have to just wait and see. Another thing I was thinking about is with these dials or these gauges, you know that you have a white line and a red line. Yeah, so what we could do is we could make the white line the tank we're looking at and the red line the opposite tank. So that way we can see from whichever side we're on, we can see the fuel on both sides of the vessel. So that could be a cool thing to do. But at a later stage, obviously we can't do any repair work or any changes here. I also need to make sure these generators get turned on because obviously at the moment we're not recharging the battery, although I'm not really worried about the battery. It's got, look, we've been using the boat for what, about 20 minutes now. We've only used 10, not even 10% of the battery. So yeah, the boat is not power hungry at all. Obviously we've got a few screens and a few lights, but that's about it. Cool, so how are we on fuel? Let's just get the electricity on and engine and bridge systems on. Okay, so we're filling up with fuel now, which is great. Happy with that. Let's go and see how many liters we have. I also definitely think, as I said earlier, cross feed system for the fuel might be a good idea. Okay, so we've got about 6,000, which I think is okay for now. I don't think I should take all the fuel. I would like to, but I don't think I should. I should always keep some here for emergencies like this. Cool. So let's get the next one filled up with about 6,000, 6,500 worth of fuel, and then we're going to head off. Okay, so we're just coming up to about 6,000 liters. So we're going to go and disconnect our fuel now. We don't need any more. So disconnect that. We're going to keep the hose. We're going to close these doors. We're going to go up. We're going to reverse out of here, and we're going to see if we can still do this mission. We should have plenty of time left, to be honest, but let's just go and get that on. Let's put ourselves into reverse. Get out of here. Try and carefully reverse out of this dock here without hitting this cliff or mountain here on the side of us. Do another turn now. Start turning the ship in the opposite direction. Ship does turn really well, which is great, and the mission is just over there. Cool. Let's go and decrease that out of reverse, forwards. Full throttle. And what do they want us to do here? So it just says find the ship. So this is the ship. We just need to get a little closer to it, I think, and then it's probably going to tell us what we need to do. So we are about here now. That's where we are right now. Yep. So rescue 4 casualties and take them to the hospital. Okay, cool. So I see 1, 2, 3. Where is number 4? Probably in the water somewhere. That's fine. We'll come up nice and close to this boat. Decrease our throttle. So once again, only see 3, 4. There's the 4th one in the water. Okay, cool. So I'm happy with that. Let's once again go and get some medical equipment just in case. So defibs, we're going to get rid of that. Defib, first aid kit. Let's go and jump on their boats. Let's see what's going on. Now I should be able to grab a few from here. So there we go. Got one. I can just put them there for now. Got another one. There, what is your medical condition? You need some medical supplies. You need some medical supplies. Let's get the next one. Actually, can you guys stay there, please? Thank you. Let's go and grab this one out the water. See if I can do it. Yeah, there we go. So I had to jump in the water to get that one. Cool. Let's go. You follow me. Let's jump on my boat. You can go there. We need to give you some first aid equipment. Where did your friend go? Oh, there. Okay. So they're both following me. Let's follow. And one more needs to follow me. There we go. Cool. So let's get them in the boarding room. Let's get them all seated. Let's get some medical treatment for all of them. So you can go there. You can go there. You can go there. And you can go there. Medical equipment. Cool. Let's put the defib back. Grab my hose because we might need it later. And let's head off. Cool. So jump in here. Let's get our reverse gear on. Just literally need to go there. So really nice and easy mission. Let's take it out of reverse. Go forwards here. Full throttle. And we're just going to come up to, there should be a pier. Is that a present? That is a present. So we'll grab that present also on the way back. Yeah, there's a pier right there. So we're going to use that pier to jump off and then walk up to the island. We could even use the beach. But being a big ship, we don't want to get too close. The depth is only 20 meters here. And obviously once we get closer to the beach there, the depth is going to get, you can really see the depth is going up. Yes, we are at full throttle already. That's perfect. We should also start using our navigation lights, like our not under control or our anchor lights and so on and so forth. We should start using them. Cool, so let's go into the dock. Yes, we're at about 10 meters depth, so we need to keep an eye on the depth here. When it gets to about 1 or 2, then we're in a little bit of an issue. So let's start decreasing our RPS. Bring the boat in. See if we can bring it in just to the left here. Cool. Yep, that's perfect. I think we actually are on top of the dock. Start getting our engines off. And let's go and get these people out. Cool. So you can go there. You can go there. You can go there. And you can go there. Follow me. And follow me. I think they should all be following me now. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Yes, they are. Let's go over here. Let's see if we can jump off and they're going to follow me. 1, 2, 3. You all jumped in the water. Super smart. My boat is actually in the way and I can't get up here. So we're just going to climb up on my boat and go around. Cool. And then try and get these people out of the water. Where are they all there now? Hopefully they are here still. They are. There we go. Can't believe they all jumped off and got into the water. Okay. So that should be everyone. 1, 2, 3, 4. Cool. So I'm going to walk over to the hospital. I'm going to drop them off and then I'll meet you guys back when we've just dropped them off. Cool. So we've just gone and dropped them all off. We got some money for that mission, which was great. Obviously all money is very useful, especially for us now when we need fuel. So I want to just go and get that present because there is a present over here. And I really like how Stormworks looks, especially with these snowy trees this time of day when the sun is just going down. It looks really pretty cool here in Stormworks. Okay, so the big tree and there should be a present underneath it. Yes, there is there. How much are we getting this time? Ooh, 7,500, nice. Let's look at the boat there. Absolutely, really looking nice. Still got so much work we can do on that boat. We can add so many more systems. We need to get the cranes on. We can start doing maybe some transport missions for containers and things. There's so many more things we can do with this boat. Cool. So let's get on here. I think that's probably actually going to be a great place so we can end this episode off with. It's getting dark, so we can probably go to sleep. And then we can start off the next episode over here where we're probably going to head off and do some more refueling, do some more missions, maybe do some more improvements to the boat. But that's a great place to end it. Hopefully you have enjoyed this. Let me know what you enjoyed about this episode. What are the changes you would like to see made to the boat? I hope you all had a really good Christmas and also are looking forward to the new year. And that's when the next episode is going to be, later on in the new year. As always, I hope you have enjoyed this and found it entertaining and informative as always. And we'll see you in the next one.